about the opioid crisis. You've heard about lives that have been ruined by opioid addiction. A lot of the beginning quite innocently. It's people with PTSD, but then they're taking pills, and suddenly they're addicted, and suddenly their lives are ruined. Dr. Eric Deputy with me is an advertiser on the morning show, in full disclosure, but this is tied in really to deep news.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's going to sound to some people like an infomercial of sorts, but the fact of the matter is, with the president attacking the opioid crisis, we had a director on last week who did an entire documentary about how this addiction is just ruining lives left and right in St. Louis. And you, Dr. Deputy, because you're more of a holistic guy,
Sure.
you have also linked up with some former professional football players. Jamie Dukes is one,
Right.
and Neon Dion is the other.
Right, correct.
And you're here locally, but this is an all-encompassing new approach to pain and pain killing that doesn't involve opioids.
Yeah. Jamie, we're really excited to talk about this. First of all, we've been talking about this very thing for almost a decade.
Yeah.
And the reality is now it's super duper come to light because there's 150 million Americans suffering from chronic pain. There's last year alone, 50,000 people died from drug overdose. 40,000 died from just opioid drug overdose. I mean, like you said, the White House saying this is an epidemic. We have a serious problem. Well, the problem is that we're getting people addicted to drugs. We're not going after the cause of the problem, the cause of their pain in the first place, which is leading to not just addictions to the opioids, but also to heroin and other problems, just like the guy that was on, like you said last week, that was talking about.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty wild deal.
Well, but right now it's called ProIV.net, and the issue is now how people are out there going, okay, well then how can I get a hold of it? Or I have a loved one who's currently addicted. How can I get them off of it and on to something like this? People want answers.
Well, we started a campaign called DripAmerica.org. Again, it's DripAmerica.org, and people can go there and get information about it. But it's basically, we started on DripAmerica.org, an educational platform for people to go to learn about how they can find causes of their pain. I mean, we've known for years that vitamins and nutrients are important. People have been doing IV nutrition for a long time, for decades. And
Right.
It's a medical procedure, and we've now added a formula that has, some synthetic pharmacological drugs in it that are very, very low doses that have little to no side effect whatsoever. But the good news is they're not opioid, so they can't get them addicted. I mean, this puts the health and care back into the doctor's arms again. Before it was, here, I'd give you a pain pill, and I wouldn't know if you'd go and sell it to your friends at the,
Right.
at school or,
Right.
or whoever. But now we can control that, Jamie. And here's the biggest thing is on the DripAmerica.org website, we've got on there a pledge called the Orca Pledge. And the Orca Pledge is basically playing off of what the White House said. We want to get a opioid recalibration deal set up so that we can get more people, more doctors to say, I'm going to pledge to not give so many opioids to